Transit Arts.
Hey everybody, it's Andre, and today we are going to make pan flutes. Pan flutes are just flutes. I don't know why they're called pan flutes. That's something you should look up. But they're flutes. They sound like this. And today we're gonna make some. Now, how do you make pan flutes with straws? It's actually pretty easy if you follow instructions, okay? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the things that we've been giving you over the last couple of weeks, your tools, and we're gonna put them together. So, in your kit, you should have gotten some straws and a ruler. Now, your rulers look like this, okay? They're clear and shiny and plastic and pretty cool. Mine is at this because I want you guys to make sure you can see what I'm doing, okay? But honestly, I like this ruler better. But you should have a ruler, some straws, some tape, either the masking tape or the clear tape you got last week, and of course, your scissors. Make sure you're using your scissors very responsibly, okay? Very responsibly, be careful. So, what we're gonna do is talk about our straws first. So you should have 2 to 3 straws in your kit, okay? And we're going to be doing a lot of measuring today. So if you need help with measuring, please get some of your family or a guardian or a parent to help you out with this, okay? So we're going to take our first straw here, okay? And we're going to measure it, okay? And this straw here is roughly about 9 inches. So if you can see that, if you take your straw and how do you measure your straw? Well, that's easy. So on your ruler, okay, there are 2 sides, okay, 2 sides. We want what is called the inches side of the ruler, okay, which looks like this. Now, if you really want to make sure, right where it says, if you look here, right, where it's the 0 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3, right here, if you see it, it says inch, okay? That's how you know you're on the right side. We don't want this side, okay, where you see the cm and the mm, okay, that's centimeters and millimeters. We don't want that side. We want the inches side, okay? But I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use this one instead, which, of course, has an inch side, okay? So we're going to measure our straws. And I see that my straw, okay, so look here, my straw is 9, okay, 9 inches. And your straws should be 2. The big straws, not the little straws, but the big straws that came with your ruler, okay? So, how do we get this from this, okay? We're gonna cut our straws, okay? We're gonna cut them in half, okay? Now, what's half of 9 inches? I'm going to show you today, okay? So, what we're gonna do is, once again, measure our straw. Right? So put it up to the ruler, just like this, okay? Or with you guys, it will be just like this, okay? Like that. Make sure your end is to the 0, okay? I'm gonna show you right here. Make sure your end is to the 0, okay? And you make sure it stays there. And we are going to see, okay, once again, our straw is 9 inches. And what we're going to do is, we're going to go in between the middle of the straw. I'm going to tell you what the middle of the straw is, but I just want to show you. And the middle of the straw is right around here, okay? Now, how do you get it in an exact measurement? What we're going to do is, we're going to go between the 4 and the 5, okay? So once again, between the 4 and the 5, which is right here, 4.5 inches. If you don't know what that means, that's okay. Just make sure that you're between the 4 and the 5. The 4 and the 5. One more time. The 4, which is the 4 right here, and the 5. There's a little mark right here between the 5 and the 4, 4 and the 5. And what you want to do is you want to mark where that is. Now you can use a pencil or a pen or some of the tools you have. Right now for me, I'm just going to pinch it. Just bloop, just pinch it. But however you mark it, make sure you mark it so you don't lose where you are. And you're going to mark it. Okay? Bloop. So I pinched it, but of course you can use a pen or a pencil, which will look like this. Okay, let me grab I'm gonna grab a pen. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm gonna grab a marker. So, here I am. So, once again, measure 9 inches between the 4 and the 5. And I am going to mark where that is. Right here. Oop. Okay. So whether you pinch it or you mark it, as long as it's between the middle, you're doing fine. Okay, so now we have a mark between the middle of the straw. Pretty cool, right? And what we're going to do, easy. We're going to cut right in the middle, like this. Now be very careful, because if you don't, your straw can jump at you. Trust and believe, it's happened to me many times. But now we have, well, 2 straws here, okay? And we made sure that you have extra straws so that in case you mess up, you know, you have one more that you can mess around with. But now we have 2 straws that, if we go ahead and measure again, it's at 4.5 inches, okay? Between the 4 and the 5. That's how long it is. Now what we're going to do now, okay, it's really easy, okay? There's 2 ways you can do this. You can either measure it out with me, or you can use your pinky finger, okay, your pinky nail to measure it out. Either way is fine, okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to fold over one end of the of the straw, okay? And I will show you how to do that. So, to measure it out, what we're going to do is we're going to take our straw and measure it again to make sure it's close to the 0. Okay, just like that. And we are going to mark it between the 0 and the 1. The 0 and the 1, one more time. Make sure I'm really up in there. Okay, the 0 and the 1. Okay, and if you want to pinch it, that's fine. Be like pinch, boop. Or you can go ahead and mark it. I'm going to go ahead and mark it. Right between the 0 and the 1. I'm going to go ahead and mark it just like that. And now my straw is marked again. Now if you want to use your pinky nail, you can too. How you would do that by taking your pinky nail and you want to measure it out just like that, and where your pinky nail ends, you just go ahead and mark it like that, or just go ahead and pinch it. Okay, either way works fine. Now that you have it marked, okay, what you want to do is where you marked your straw, we are going to go ahead and take our thumb, okay, take our thumb, and we're going to pinch it right there like that. Just bloop, just pinch it, okay? So one more time, we're going to take our straw where we marked it, and we are going to pinch it just like that. And what we're going to do now is we're going to fold it over. Okay, I did it this way because it made it much easier for me. Okay, so where you marked it, we're now going to fold it over just like this, like boom. One more time, just like that, just like boom. And one more time, just like that. Sorry. And we're going to fold it, pinch it, fold, and then fold it all the way over, okay? Just like that. Do it one more time. So you pinch it, whoop, fold it all the way over. And what we're going to do now is we're going to pinch it some more. We're going to pinch it really, really hard, really, really tight, just like that. Just pinch, 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 okay? Really, really pinch, okay? If you need someone else to do it, that's perfectly fine. But make sure you really press hard. So I'm going to do it one more time. We are going to take our thumb, pinch it where we marked it, fold it over, and then pinch really, really hard, okay? Really, really pinch it, especially at the end here. Right at the end here, right here, we pinch it really hard, like that. And then we hold it, okay? Just like that. Now we're going to take our tape, and we're going to take a couple of strips of tape, and we are going to make sure that it stays pinched. It stays in the same place where we left it, just like that. I'm going to do it one more time. So pinch it, fold it over, leave it there, make sure it stays there. Take our tape, okay? Tape the end of it, boom. Fold tape over like that. Then you fold the tape over like this. And then you pinch some more. And all we have a pan flute. Or part of it anyway. Okay? And it sounds like this. Like that. Okay? Now, if you want to, now, the more this is closed and the more it's tight, the more sound will come through. So if you want to just go ahead and take some more tape and pinch it some more and make sure it's like really, really tight and really reinforce it, you can go ahead and do that. Just like that. Just like that. And do it one more time. Just really make sure it's nice and tight. Just like that. Really pinch it some more. Okay? Well, there we are. Now, one more time. There we are. Sometimes you have to play around with it to get the right sound, but with just a little bit of patience and a little bit of time, there it is, okay? And how you blow into it is, take this end of your straw, put it near your lips, like that, and you just blow. And sometimes you gotta mess around with it, you know, move it up and around and all around. To get the sound you want, okay? So that's how you make a pan flute, okay? But let's say you want to make a different sound than what it's making right now. Well, I have some news for you. Depending on how short or long the straw is, it makes a different sound. The longer the straw, the deeper the sound. The shorter the straw, for example, like this guy, the higher the sound it goes. Okay, so in the corner somewhere, either in a corner or in the description of the video, okay, and excuse my handwriting, but if you cut the straws certain lengths, you will get different sounds. And I have 5 sounds that you guys can kind of mess around and work with. So 3.5 inches, right? 3.5 inches equals to A. So let's say we measure our straw, right? And we see that if we put it right in the end where the 0 is, once again, just like this, and we see that, oh wait, our straw is not 3.5 inches. So once again, we're gonna take our marker, or we can pinch it. Marker is a little bit easier, or a pencil, or a crayon, and we're gonna mark it where it is between the 3 and the 4, okay? Once again, between the 3 and the 4, just like that, 3 and 4, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and mark it like this, whoop, real easy. And we're gonna take our scissors again, be very careful. Take our scissors again, and we're gonna cut where we marked it, okay? Just like this. Be careful, because see, just like that, if you're not careful, it can fly around and, you know, fly around and jump on you. So now our straw, or our pan flute, is of roughly about 3.5 inches, just like that. Where you see where it stops right there between the 3 and the 4, just like that. And now you can get A, which is a key on the piano. So if you have a piano, you know where A is. It should roughly sound like this. And there's our pan flute that is roughly about in the key of A, okay? Pretty cool. Now we're gonna do it one more time, and I'm going to, instead of it being A, where the straw or the pan flute is 3.5 inches, I'm going to make it, hold up, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm now going to make a pan flute that is in the key of C. So if that's what you want, you can go ahead and follow me to make the key of C. If you want to actually make some different ones using your straws, be careful. And just cut different lengths. You know, you don't have to follow what I'm doing. You just cut anywhere, okay? And then just enjoy how much, whatever the sound is, right? But let's say you want to make a pan flute in the key of C. Well, you can go ahead and take another straw. Actually, I'm going to go through it again. So grab a straw, okay? Measure it. Make sure it's around 9 inches, which it should be, because all of them are 9 inches, just like that. We are going to cut the straw at 4.5 inches, or 4.5 inches, or between the 4 and the 5. You see that? Between the 4 and the 5. See that little marker right there? Actually, I have a little dot right there. Between the 4 and the 5, we're going to mark your straw. Boop, just like that. And then take your scissors and be very careful. And we're going to cut it in half. Oh, see, I lost the straw again. Be careful, guys. And now your straw should be about 4.5 inches, just like that. Okay? Now, we're gonna do the pinching again, okay? Or we're gonna fold it over. So, we are going to take our straw, if you wanna measure it. We're going to put it just like that between the 0 and the 1. Make sure any of your straw is at 0. It's very important. And where you see it's between the 0 and the 1, 0 and the 1, this little line right here, we're going to mark it just like that. Just like this. So find it. Oop, up there's the middle. Boom. Easy. Just like that. And you see now, it's between the 0 and the 1, and I made a mark. What we're gonna do, okay, do it one more time, is we're gonna take our hand, whether you're left-handed or righted, left hand, you're left-handed or right, okay? I'm doing it with my left hand this time, even though I'm actually am left-handed. Never mind. We're going to pinch, just like that, and fold. Pinch and fold, and pinch and fold, and pinch and fold, okay? Just like that. It's kind of a song, pinch and fold, and pinch and fold, and pinch and fold, and pinch. I'm sorry, I get distracted sometimes. I like making music out of anything. We're gonna pinch and fold. Fold it over just like that. We're going to pinch some more. Pinch, 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 pinch it really, really hard. Okay, just like that. Okay. And we're going to tape so it stays over. Just like this. Like that. Okay. Bring it over. Get some more tape. Make sure your tape is long enough because mine wasn't long enough that time. Okay. Take your tape. Boom. Fold it over. Just like that. Fold it over some more. Just like this. Make it real tight. Pinch, 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 pinch. And there you are. You have another pan flute. See if this one works. Okay, there we are. And actually, if you pinch this end right here, you get a better sound. Okay, there we are. So now we're gonna make this straw C. Okay, it's gonna be in the key of C. So take your straw, put it right where 0 is once more, just like this, just like that. Ooh, make sure I got it right. Just like that. And we are going to make it 3 inches. See where you see where it says 3? We are going to take a marker. Get the marker, there we go. And we're going to mark it. Take the marker and mark it. Just like that. Okay, and now we're going to cut again. Okay, just like this. Cut it where you marked it, and straws will fly. And now your pan flute will be in the key of C, which sounds like this. Just like that. And remember, you gotta play around with it a little bit to get the good sound. There we are. And now you have different pan flutes. Just like that. I hope you guys had fun. We will put the different lengths you can make. The different keys you can make depending on how short or long the pan flutes are in the description or on the screen. I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Transit Arts.